All right, everybody, this is my third Patreon quest. This is from my friend Andy. Andy's a really good friend of mine. I've known him for about 5 or 6 years. We started the channel together. In the beginning, he was editing the videos, and some of them I would do by myself, and then some of them we did together. I deleted a few, I think most of them, because of just I didn't know what I was doing. He's a good editor. He's a really good editor. And he's really good at all this technical equipment. He was just learning how to edit at the time. If you guys want to see some how shitty I was back in the day making videos, you could check those out. We have like one Halloween video. It's a good video, but there's no the sound sucks, and then we didn't even upload the movie. We just recorded it off the TV. I mean, you could see how amateur I was. But the editing is good, and that was all him. Okay, so he asked me to do Mars Attacks, Tim Burton's movie. The last time I had seen this movie when I was a little kid, like, it came out in 1996. I was 4 years old. I don't think I saw it then. I remember watching it only one time as a kid in my great-grandma Nell's bedroom. It must have been like 1999 or 2000. And I remember enjoying it and like having a fun time watching it. Tim Burton movies are hit or miss, but in the 90s, most of them were pretty good, and I feel like this movie's pretty good. It's like I guess I was watching a video. This was based on like trading cards. It was a lot more violent and scary, so they kind of got rid of them in the 50s and they brought them back in the 80s. His parents were complaining. That's why they originally got rid of them. And Tim Burton said he made this movie because it's a movie that like Ed Wood would have made if he had money. And I don't know if he had just finished making Ed Wood when he made this, or he was just about to, but it's within like the same year or two as Ed Wood, the B director. Like, Ed Wood is my favorite Tim Burton movie of all time, and I think most people would agree. My second favorite is Sleepy Hollow. Johnny Depp has been in so many Tim Burton movies. He's not in this movie. He's always said, Tim Burton, I'll do anything he says. Whatever movie he wants. And I read online that he turned down a role. I don't know which role, but he turned down being in this movie. He probably just didn't like the role. Maybe he was busy doing something else. But it's like, oh, he fucking said no to Tim Burton. And he also came back with him and Danny Elfman had a beef after Tim Burton, Danny Elfman, the musician, Jack Skellington, they had a beef because of the Nightmare Before Christmas, and they squashed it, and then they came back to collaborate on this movie with great music. I really like the soundtrack, and I mean the story is like a 50s like B movie, like a monster movie. I know he's homaging all these movies like giant whatever spiders or whatever come, they get plutonium and they attack the world. And this isn't spiders, but it's aliens or aliens, all these different types of aliens, all these movies that were coming out in the 50s. That was kind of like the predominant. They're sci-fi, but they were as close as we were getting to horror before, like in America, you know? So yeah, this is not a horror movie. It's a sci-fi comedy. And when you're watching this, it really reminds you a lot of Independence Day, which is a movie I don't like. I've never liked. I remember as a kid being like, this is the first Will Smith movie I don't like. This actually came out the same year as Independence Day, 1996. And people were saying this is a spoof on Independence Day, but it came out in within the same 5 months. And they had no idea Independence Day was being made. I mean, I'm sure some people, they didn't know the script or whatever. They were working on this movie. And when a big movie, most movies take, you film it, and then it comes out a year and a half later. So there's no way they would have known everything about it and enough to have spoofed it. It's a spoof on like these like 50s sci-fi movies, you know, like these B movies, these alien movies. And I'm not very familiar with those movies at all. I know what they are. I know they exist. I've seen posters and trailers for them, but I've never really watched any of those movies. What's that one movie, Matinee, directed by Joe Dante, where they're like going to the movie. The whole thing's about a movie theater and they're watching these types of movies. That's really where I know about these movies more. But Tim Burton loved these movies, and like I said, this is a movie that Ed Wood probably would have directed if he had money. That's what he thought. God, I love Ed Wood. Yeah, this movie has a great cast. There's so many people: Sarah Jessica Parker, Pierce Brosnan, Pam Grier, Martin Short, Jack Nicholson in 2 roles. There's just so many people in this movie. My favorite character and performance is Martin Short. I think he's underrated. I like seeing him in movies. I was watching a movie with him the other week called Clifford. That movie's really funny. He plays a kid even though he's an adult. and he's really good. And I like he's all horny in this movie, and that's his demise with his the alien girl who never blinks. She also is in she's also in her name is Lisa Marie. When I saw it, I thought it was Lisa Marie Presley, and she took out the Presley to like distance herself, or like, but it's not Elvis's daughter. It's just a girl named Lisa Marie. She played the Elvira character, the Elvira lookalike, the kind of who ended up suing Elvira in the movie Ed Wood. So I know her from that. But that's the girl who plays the alien. She bites Martin Short's finger. Yeah, that was a funny sequence. Like, I like this movie, but I didn't love it. Like, it was kind of nostalgic. Because there was a lot of stuff that I did remember when I was watching. I was like, oh, I remember this. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. But, like, most of it. Like, what I really remember as a kid was Jack Black dying. Oh, yeah, spoilers. Sorry. He has, like, a flat top haircut. I remember his haircut. I remember when he dies. That was funny and didn't hold up as much for some reason. I don't know. As a kid, it was just like, whoa, that's Jack Black dying. Because you don't really see him die in many movies aside from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. So he's been killed a couple of times in movies. Not much plot to discuss. There's aliens. They think I don't know why they automatically assume the aliens are going to be nice and they're going to be great. And how the fuck do they have that translator? Like, they talk like dogs. Like, they sound like dogs or ducks and dogs kind of combined. And then they have a translator. How would they have that translator? And they say they come in peace. But even before that, they have the army there. But it's really more just like they don't look like they're ready for attack. Or they look like they're just kind of like they want to be chill. Like I don't know why the government wouldn't be that chill. And there's obviously like just like there's that one chick like I welcome the aliens. I know they're here for peace. Just like an Independence Day, there's that redheaded chick. And of course the aliens just start killing people, and they kill a lot of people. When they kill people, it's cool. This movie is all digital effects, but it's a company instead of practical effects. And I mean, you could tell, but they look really good. Like, you could tell, but it looks good. It's from the same company that did Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, and Jumanji. And so it's the best of the best, man. And this is, out of all those movies, this probably looks the worst, but that's not saying much because those movies are the best of the best even now. Like, you watch Terminator 2 now, it's just like, how is this even possible? What was that movie, 94? It's fucking crazy. So yeah, I was like, kind of like, why is everybody so cool? And then they give them another chance, and they're like, oh, maybe the doves was a symbol of war. And then when they start killing people again, I love that Natalie Portman's like, I guess they were just pissed, man. It wasn't the doves. And Natalie Portman's she's fine. I mean, Natalie Portman is just a great actress. She's whatever she does. I like watching her in it. You know, I like Natalie Portman. Oh yeah, and like Natalie Portman and part of the cast, and Lucas Haas. Lucas Haas is such a badass dude. He's a guy, he doesn't do too many movies, but when he does them, he's great. Like, I know him from Gus Van Sant's Last Days, and Alpha Dog, and Brick, and Contraband. I love all those movies. I love Lucas Haas as an actor. And he's just a cool guy. And then he was like in a couple episodes of Entourage. He was a screenwriter with Giovanni Ribisi. So that the translation kind of bugged me. Them being so welcoming to the aliens kind of bugged me. And then, okay, the aliens attack. They know but then they go back into space. The world is like should be under much. I would think the world would be. I mean, I guess what can they really do? They would be more scared or like more in panic, but they're just kind of like, oh, a whole bunch of people died, whatever. Just go back to your life. And there's a field trip at the White House 2 days later, however many days later. Bring all these kids over there, and it's like, why would you have a field trip at the White House when aliens are invading the Earth and they've already killed so many people? It's just like whatever, and it's just so they can get Pam Grier's kids over there, and that's badass. When that was my favorite part was when Pam Grier's kids get the guns and they just start zapping everybody. That was good. That was cool seeing the kids, and I love Pam Grier. I love Jackie Brown. When did Jackie Brown come out? 97? I think it's pretty sure it's 97. So she did this right before Jackie Brown. I don't know too much about her career. I've seen Foxy Brown like in high school, but I grew up with Jackie Brown. I always assumed that she kind of left movies or was like not doing as great in the early 90s and 80s, just like everybody else in Jackie Brown, you know, like Robert Forster or even Travolta in Pulp Fiction. But I guess she did this big big ass movie, but I would think Tim Burton. I don't know. That's a pretty good couple of years having these two big movies. Glenn Close's death she was great when when the chandelier falls on her. That was great. I really like that. As much as I love seeing Las Vegas. That's my favorite town in the world, and it's beautifully filmed. Everything with Jack Nicholson's second character is like pointless. What is he doing? He's hiring the boxer who's Pam Grier's dad to punch somebody. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, and it was just like, what's the point of him? It's just Jack Nicholson wanted to play multiple roles, and so they gave him that character. And it's like, I don't know. I didn't really feel like it was any really needed, and I really didn't think anything with the Pam Grier or them was needed. But I like Pam Grier and the boxer. It's like whatever. The only thing I felt was really needed was the president, the White House, and the alien, and Lucas Haas and his. When I remember this movie as a kid, I remember thinking Natalie Portman and Lucas Haas are brother and sister, but they're not. Lucas Haas and his grandma find out that the old school music is like their kryptonite or their weakness, and their brains explode. So they go to the radio station, and it's Slim Whitman. I know Slim Whitman because he was in the House of a Thousand Corpses soundtrack. That song, I Remember You. So I've always known about Slim Whitman, and I like him, and I like his voice. So that was cool. That song that they used to kill the aliens, but they play it on the radio, and then automatically everybody just starts turning on the radio, and it's killing the aliens. How would everybody know to turn on the radio? They're just like, oh, let's listen to this music. It's like, did I miss something? Did I miss it? How could they have told everybody? Everybody's in panic. So when Andy told me he wanted me to review this movie, I thought, well, I haven't seen it for a long time, but I remember it's like just like a summer blockbuster action movie kind of, that's what it is. It's like a movie meant for the masses, like have to have fun in the theater. And as much as I don't remember all of it, I'm pretty sure it's not that deep of a movie. Like, I have my best reviews with like really deep movies and really sad stuff like that. That's what I really thrive on. But he's paying for it, and I figured this is going to be a short review. And it is a short review, right? I don't think I have much to say. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, it's cool to watch. I like the visual effects. Even though, like, you could tell it's fake. I really like when they're being dressed, that machine is dressing them, and they're giving them their guns. I really like that. Like, you could tell it's fake, but I don't know. I like how it looked. The movie is cool looking. I like seeing Vegas. I like seeing Lucas Haas and Jack Black and Natalie Portman and Jack Nicholson and Martin Short especially. Martin Short, it was my favorite character in performance. I think I said that. But aside from that, it's like, okay, it's just a fun movie. What am I supposed to really dig deep into? A couple stuff that bugged me, and I dug into it. But yeah, I mean, Patreon, you pay for it. This is what he wanted. Now, he's in the Dirk Diggler tier, which means he gets a second one, and he already chose for his second one to be Blood In, Blood Out. The DVD quality of that movie is horrible, so it's just gonna be me talking. But I really love Blood In, Blood Out. I got to spend some time working on the writing of that. I've seen that movie a lot of times, but I'm gonna have to rewatch it, and we'll see with that. So Andy, I know this is a short review, and but yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I can dig more. I think I'm going to be able to dig deep into Blood In, Blood Out, I'll be able to dig deep into that. But sorry if this isn't exactly what you wanted. I'm not sure what else I could really do. But I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you guys want me to review any movie, join my Patreon. You could get any movie for $5, or you can get any 2 movies for $10, or one of the videos, if you do the $10, we can review it together, where it's we can do FaceTime if you want to. I know some people don't know. A lot of people don't want to be on camera. I can understand, but in case you wanted to, join my Patreon if you guys are interested. And you guys know how YouTube works. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. You can follow me on Instagram at cinemajunkies_. Don't forget the underscore.